Hi everyone, Daisy here with another layout for Confessions of a Paper Addict. Today I'm using the Night Sky cut file, which I just showed you, and I cut it out on some pretty thick cardstock that I had because I want to use it as a stencil. So I'm going to use some of this modeling paste and mix it with the what is it? Ken Oliver Color Burst powder in ultramarine blue, and it makes this gorgeous blue color after I get it all mixed up. Like, I'm super happy with that. I'm using the Cocoa Vanilla Legendary collection, and I have the whole collection kit for this plus the die cuts and the words. And it's kind of one of my goals to try to do some more boy themed layouts. So this is a great way. Stars are perfect for boys or girls. And I actually recently did one with stars, but you can never have too many star layouts. And I was so happy with the way this turned out. Like, the modeling paste was just the right texture. It didn't smear underneath my stencil, and I love how the stars turned out. They're really very dimensional and super blue. So I'm just pulling out the cut apart sheets from the Legendary collection to go with it. I set the background off to the side to let it dry because the modeling paste does take a little bit to dry. And so what I'm going to do is I am cutting apart these cut apart cards, and then I'm going to go ahead and start building my cluster, my main like photo cluster, right on my desk without the background. So I absolutely love the cut apart cards, but I also love the paper on the opposite side. So I do use some of the opposite side to back my photo with as well. Just because I couldn't pass it up. Like, I love the print on it. So. And I'm cutting all of these things apart because I might as well just have a pile of them to pull from. Otherwise, like, I tend to cut like one card out and then I kind of forget about that piece of paper and don't go back to it. So now I'm just trimming down my photo, and it's a photo of my son, and I think I might have scrapped this one or one similar to it before. But it's hard to tell because I do have quite a few photos of him playing with his band where he looks, you know, very similar. So I'm not 100% sure if I have scrapped this photo before, but it's one of my favorites, so I wouldn't be surprised. But I don't really care at all. Like, this was what was inspiring me today to create, so I'm going to go with it. So I'm just working, you saw me there, I did back the photo with the like B side of the paper, the non-cut file side, and now I'm just going to work on layering up these pieces to try to, you know, figure out where I want to put them. This is a fun way that I like to use cut apart cards. I don't do pocket scrapbooking, so sometimes I find them hard to use because the sizes are, you know, just don't make sense for me for 12 by 12, but this is a fun way to get them on a page and get them used up. I just like to layer them up kind of behind my photo and just really use them as kind of layering pieces and really build up, you know, behind my photo with those cards. Now they are going to change a little bit off camera. I kept playing with it some, and so a couple of them get moved around, but for the most part you kind of get the idea of where I'm going. What happened is I went off camera after kind of flipping through all these die cuts and everything and was thinking about it and waiting for the thing to dry, and then I started putting I used cardboard instead of fun foam to back my layout or to back my pieces with, and so I started gluing them down without realizing that I was changing things. So it is just slightly different. I did pull this little sticker in here that says, "Yeah, that's my boy," and I'm going to layer that over that label and just put it up in the corner there, and then play with my title a little bit. Okay, so now we're back, and you can see I changed up a couple of the little cards. I took the bear off, which I'm regretting. I just forgot about it when I was gluing things down, which tends to happen, and then I couldn't fit it in. So yeah, you see me regretting my choices. But anyhow, I end up really liking it in the end, so it's fine. I wanted to kind of condense the cluster a little bit more so that you could see more of the stars on the background, because I really wanted that blue color in there. So I did kind of smush things in a little bit. And I'm going to use this title Superstar because he is a superstar in my eyes. And so I'm using a combination of stars from the die cut pack, as well as ones that are from the actual cut file that I used. So they're in like a craft color. And I'm going to pop some of the stars up on some cardboard, and some of them are going to stay flat. But while I'm kind of playing around with that, if you are not already a member of the Confessions of a Paper Addict Facebook group, you should definitely head on over there and join. There is a link down below in my description box for you to go to the group to join. This is the Confessions of a Paper Addict birthday month, and we are having a huge celebration in the group. There's a lot of challenges going on. My specific challenge is to do an non-traditional size layout for you. So if you usually do 12 by 12, I'm challenging you to do something other than that. It can be a card, it could be a traveler's notebook, it could be 8 by 8, 8.5 by 11. Anything that you want to do, a mini album, anything that you want to do, and then each challenge or every entry that you put in will be an entry to win a prize. There are some more rules, so you do need to read them. They're in the announcements of the group. But yeah, so my layout's all finished, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again next time. Bye!